the United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation, and right now our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You are listening to live special coverage of the 2025 presidential inauguration from NPR News. I'm Michelle Martin. President Trump opened his address to the nation declaring the start of a golden age of America. Over about 30 minutes or so, he outlined an agenda that he said puts America first by cracking down on illegal immigration, remaking the nation's energy policy, and promising to bring down prices and extracting revenue from other nations through tariffs. He also promised to eliminate a number of cultural irritants to his supporters on issues like diversity and gender. And he promised a new era of unity and international standing. I'm here with my colleague, my co-host Steve Inskeep, NPR senior national political correspondent Mara Liasson, and senior White House correspondent Tamara Keith, all here in studio to offer their reflections on this. Mara, do you want to start a very partisan speech, I have to say, beginning without acknowledging the Democratic leaders in attendance, except for the former presidents, and certainly painted a very bleak picture of America: floods, fires, public health crises, all things he promised to fix. A familiar message from Trump. What else did you notice?
Very, very familiar. This is American Carnage 2.0. It's very similar to his first inaugural address. We have a government that has a crisis of trust, a radical and corrupt establishment. He painted a picture of basically, he called it a catastrophe. And of course, then he said he's going to fix it all pretty fast. He said, our power will stop all wars. And he went on to say that the golden age of America starts now. We're going to be the greatest country in the world. We're going to take back the Panama Canal. This was very much in keeping with the message of Donald Trump during the campaign. It had a lot of his own personal grievances, but now he has won a legitimate and resounding victory, and he feels pretty unfettered. That's the message that I got from this speech.
Tam, Keith?
Yeah, some themes that really stuck out here is he repeatedly talked about success and prosperity, unrelenting success, wealth, just talking repeatedly about these ideas of making America wealthy again, making people successful, and that was a theme throughout.